So, we want to talk a little bit about how much golf costs, because a lot of new golfers always wonder like, oh man, do I need to get a golf membership? How much does it cost? Is it a very expensive game? Is it a rich man's sport? Do I have to, is it like $1,000 to buy equipment? I've heard that from friends as well. Today, we're going to just give you a quick video so that you can understand how much really golf costs. Now, to start off with, I have my golf bag here. And a lot of people always think, hey man, is this really expensive? Now, there's a few ways to get golf clubs. You can get golf clubs that are new, you can get golf clubs that are used. There are new golf clubs that cost over like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. There are also used golf clubs that cost as low as what I got here. So what I did here was I got a used set 12 years ago that cost only 1,200 ringgit for the entire thing, and I'm still using it until today. So it doesn't mean that it has to be really expensive. But just to give you a snapshot, right? A set of irons can cost anywhere from like 2,000-3,000 ringgit up to like 10,000 ringgit just for a set of irons, and that's it, right? Then if you want to buy wedges sometimes go from 500 to 1,000 ringgit per wedge. Let's say 500 ringgit per wedge. If you buy a putter could cost anywhere also from a few $100 to a few $1,000 as well. It's up to you. Now the big woods here, these normally cost about 1,000, 2,000 ringgit, right? The drivers, if you buy them brand new, these could cost from 1,000 to about 3,000-4,000 ringgit per driver. Now a golf bag as well, you can get some golf bags as cheap as a few $100, maybe $200-300. You can get some for $1,000. It's really up to you. Like what I said, a lot of it you can get used, you don't have to buy new, or you can buy them brand new and keep changing them if you like to. Okay, now that we've talked about equipment, now the next thing we need to talk about is like how much is it to play golf. Now if you play golf at the driving ranges are not very expensive. So if you buy a bucket of balls costs anywhere from about 10 ringgit to 15 ringgit for 100 balls. So some people take an hour to play 100 balls, some people take 2-3 hours to play 100 balls. It's really up to you. Now that we know how much driving ranges cost, the next thing is to how much playing golf at the golf course will cost. Now a lot of people think sometimes like, hey man, do I need a membership to play at the golf course? No, you don't have to. Like this is Bukit Utama golf course here. You can come here without a membership. There's a lot of golf courses in Malaysia and even the world. In the world, 70% of the golf courses are public. Same in Malaysia as well. Most of the golf courses are not private, and even if they're private, you can walk in and play anytime you want to. Just pick up the phone and make a reservation. Now, how much is it? Cheaper golf course, like here in Bukit Utama, you can walk 9 holes here for 30 ringgit, and that's it. 30 ringgit, that's all. Now there's also golf courses. Most golf courses fall in the range of about 100 to 150 ringgit for 18 holes, so that's okay. There's also really expensive golf courses as well that cost anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 500, 6, 700 ringgit for a round of golf. And that's really up to you which course you want to play. They all have their different challenges. Of course, the quality here is better than the quality here, but it's really up to you where you want to play. So now you have a rough idea on how much golf costs. Do you need a membership to play golf? Like we said earlier, you don't need a membership to play golf, but if you really wanted to buy a membership, there's a lot of different types of memberships. Some memberships are expensive, some memberships are cheap, some memberships are lifetime memberships, some memberships are term memberships. Some golf courses cost upwards of $200,000 ringgit, 200,000 ringgit, like TPC, to get a membership there. There's also some golf courses that cost only like 1,200 ringgit for a lifetime membership, like Royal Kampong Kuantan Club. There's also term memberships at say KGPA for 4,000 ringgit if you're a public servant, or 7,000 ringgit if you're not a public servant. It all ranges, and it's really up to you if you want to get a membership or not. You don't need a membership to play, like I said again, but it's up to you. Now we covered equipment earlier, but we didn't talk about apparel and accessories. Now, this is what a golf attire is. There's my shirt, there's my pants, there's belts, and there's golf shoes, and there's a cap. Different people wear different things, but the general rule of thumb is you wear a collar shirt and you wear pants with belt loops. You don't wear anything with elastic stuff. Shoes is also golf shoes so that you can have like studs at the bottom so you can grip the ground better on the grass. So for shirts, you can get any collar shirt would work. You can get collar shirt as cheap as like 20-30 ringgit. You can get collar shirts as expensive as 800-900 ringgit. It's really up to you. Pants as well is really up to you. Shoes, for example, it can cost anywhere from 100 ringgit for a pair of shoes, all the way until 1,000 or 1,500 ringgit for a pair of shoes, for golf shoes. It's really up to you. Now, how much does golf coaching cost? Golf coaching costs anywhere from about 1,500 ringgit to about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 ringgit for a set of 10 lessons, depending on the coach you get. So There's a few places to get lessons. Most driving ranges will have a resident pro that you can get, that you can acquire with, or an academy that you can ask with as well. So now that you understand all the costs of golf, you can decide better now whether this is something for you or not. It can be really cheap if you want it to be, or it can be as expensive as you want it to be. Again, the choice is yours. Once you know this, you can decide better now.